There it is, Mike Tirico on the call. The guy who threw the ball is here with us now. Michael Penix Jr., Falcons quarterback. We saw you last year before you got picked. Didn't know where you were going to go. Didn't know how it was going to work out. What a year it's been.
Yeah, man, it's been great. There's a lot of new things, that happened this year. But, man, it's been great. I've been enjoying every part of it and, just embracing the process. So it's been wonderful.
I mean, it is funny. And, like, a year now, goes by. And I think, you're the starting quarterback. You're the man in Atlanta, so we know that going forward. But did you have any inkling that they were going to take you leading up to the draft? Did you know? When did you find out? Because that's where this drama started.
Yeah, I mean, I always hear stories a lot. Like, a lot of people say they didn't go to the team that they thought they were going to.
Right.
But for me, I didn't know where I was going, to be honest. But I knew that I had the talent to be in the top 10.
Right.
But I just didn't know how that was going to play out. But I do know that Atlanta had interest. But
they liked you, but you didn't know they were going to definitely take you.
A lot of people will say that they like you, but you don't know until that time comes. So that's how it was.
Yeah. Is there another team that you were keeping an eye on?
Nah, I only keep my eye on Atlanta. So
They wear silver helmets with a little black shield on the side. Were you keeping an eye on them?
Nah, I don't remember.
You're funny. All right, so I got drafted by the team that won the Super Bowl, the Bucks, and I won't lie, it was like, yeah, that's cool, but it was also like, I'm not gonna be playing next year, right? They don't need me, right? Were you a little bit like, what? Am I going to play? Was it almost like a happy, also confused feeling when you get drafted?
I mean, when you're in the moment, you're enjoying that. None of those thoughts came through my head.
Okay.
The biggest thing is I just got drafted. That's something that I dreamed of as a kid, all my life. So it's like, okay, now I get to live out my dreams, to play in the NFL. And, I'm doing that now, but I don't know. It was a special moment.
Yeah, special moment.
That's all I was thinking about at that time, but whenever it did sit in, and I was like, okay, obviously Kirk is there. I knew that, I wasn't going to probably play, but for me it was always about, what can I do to be better and be ready for that moment because you never know when it's going to come.
Yeah.
But Michael, give us a moment during your rookie season, at any time, OTA, preseason, whatever, when it hit you, I can do this, I'm made for this.
I always felt like I was made for it, But whenever I got there, a lot of things weren't how I wanted it to go. Obviously, learning a new system, the play calls, as y'all know, the play calls can be long.
Right.
So just learning that stuff, I feel like that time during that offseason, leading up to the season, I felt like I got very comfortable. So whenever the first game came around, I knew that I was ready to go. It was just a matter of time. So
was there a throw? Was there a play? Was there a rep that made you say, yes, here we go, let's go do this, get me on the field?
It probably was a rep in camp, when I clicked through and got all the way to my last read, and it was on time, and we ended up scoring. It was in the red zone. I feel like that rep right there was like, okay, I'm seeing the defense. I'm clicking. I'm getting through all the way to my fourth read and hitting it on time and scoring touchdowns. I was like, all right, I'm
what do you do after the fourth read? Just like duck and cover?
Sometimes you got
take
5
off?
reads.
Yeah.
So the check down could be the fifth. He was the fifth read, but I got to the fourth read, and after that, you got to use your legs.
Yeah, use your legs, or go throw it to Drake London, jump ball, 50-50 type thing, right?
Yeah,
Something
I
like
guess
that.
You could do that too.
You could do that
sure.
too. Yeah. Okay. All right. So now, piggybacking off of him, you're comfortable the backup. We're sitting on TV going, man, Kirk Cousins ain't playing very well. But did you have any inkling, week 16? That you thought all of a sudden they were going to bench him and for you?
No, at that point, I was just like, just continue to stay ready.
Yeah.
I didn't know what was going to happen. Obviously it's not in our hands. So for me, I always just control what I could control. So I wasn't overthinking anything. I wasn't looking at it like, oh, he's playing bad, I'm about to play, or I need to play. I was just like, whenever my time comes, I'm gonna be ready for it, and that's the only thing you can do in that position,
But they weren't nudging you hey, stay ready because we might bench him or anything like that. So when you got the call, you were shocked, right?
I was surprised.
You were.
When I got the phone call, I got the phone call from my OC, and he doesn't really call me that much.
Right.
And especially at that time, it was 8:30 at night, and I was like, okay, he don't call me at this time, so it's like.
Something important.
Something going on. So it was surprising, though.
Right.
We showed the clip coming in of the touchdown pass you threw to Kyle Pitts, and he's a guy like you, top 10 draft pick, a lot of criticism that he hasn't lived up to his potential. You connect with him right away. What's your plan for getting more out of this guy who has all the measurables, all the talent in the world, but for whatever reason it hasn't clicked yet?
Yeah, I mean, for him, it's believing in himself. And, you know, for me, I'm going to believe in him. You know, and he knows that. You know, I just talked to him the other day, and we just talked about, you know, some of the things that we want to do. And it's like, all right, like I'm going to give you my all each and every day, and I want you to do the same. And once we do that, you know, our connection is going to continue to build, you know, just getting those full speed reps, you know, getting those reps together in practice, you know, feeling comfortable with, you know, the game plan. And, you know, obviously, you know, there's different ways you can scheme somebody up to get open based on game plan and stuff like that, you know. So it could be some of that as well too, you know. But at the end of the day, you know, whenever he's open, I gotta find him and get him the ball, and you know, I know he'll make big time plays whenever it's in his hands. So.
The guy playing for the Chiefs on Sunday, might have heard of him, Mahomes. He brings his guys to Dallas every year. They spend weeks there. You got anything like that in the works to get together with Kyle and Drake and the other guys and work and take advantage of extra time? So to make up for the time that was lost last year when you didn't get a chance to work with those guys.
Right, man. I've talked to those guys, and we are looking forward to, you know, working this off season, and we're gonna start back really soon. So I'm not. It's probably not gonna be the whole everybody go to Dallas thing, you know. But I will go to those guys, you know, wherever those guys are based, and you know, a lot of those guys still are hanging around in
Atlanta,
Georgia,
right?
Atlanta
yeah, so
too.
you can do
So
it
it's
there,
like I
right.
can do it there too. So
Yeah. Like you played the Commanders. I went and visited Jaden Daniels. Right, he talked about you. He in the pregame for, you know, Sunday Night Football. Yeah. Does he? I mean, all he does is throw spirals. That's what he said. I don't know. Does he never not throw a spiral? But like, how closely did you keep tabs on the other rookie QBs? And you know, what's that like for you? Kind of like sitting on the bench but watching them play.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't. I couldn't keep too much tabs on them because like when you in the moment, you in it. Like it's hard to, you know, sit there and be watching other people unless like you watching film and they're playing, you know. So, but obviously you see the stuff that goes on TV. You know, obviously you see all the highlights, or you know, in some cases it could be low lights. You know, whatever it feels like be talked about that day. You know, but. You know, I always wish the best for all of them. You know, I've been around a lot of them, and Jaden, I was around him. I did pre-draft training with him, so I mean, I wish nothing but the best from him. And you know, he balled this year.
He balled,
so,
he did. That's for sure.
Yeah, so like that's what I expected from him. So
yeah.
Let's fast forward just a couple of months. The draft is here. It's round 1. The Falcons are on the clock. Is any part of you going to think, I wonder if they're going to take a quarterback here, like they did last year?
Oh man, I don't think so.
Seriously.
So.
What? So would you tell that we call him Dr. Doom sometimes?
Look.
Do you envision them giving up on you after 3 games? There, look at him.
A joke. Comedy is hard. Number 1. Number 2, the delivery was clunky. The point is, it's just odd to think you're sitting there watching the draft and boom. Let me ask you this: what would be at the top of your wish list for things to add to help you get better?
No comment. I just whoever can help this team win football games. You know, that's who we
quarterback
want.
Then.
Obviously, you know, it's people that do that job. You know, in the organization and that make those big time picks for our future. And you know, this team we're gonna trust those picks.
He's a rookie. He just became a starter. He's not going to talk about like, oh, I want this position, because he's got friends at that position, and they're going to be like, hey, dude, I thought we just became friends. You're trying to draft somebody and replace me already? So he doesn't want to do that.
I want the best player in the draft whenever we get that pick up. So.
All right, wait. I know you could throw a football. I saw it in college. I've seen it in the NFL. Your salesman skills are still to be debated. All right, we'll see. And you're wearing Sharpie. You dressed like a Sharpie
nice
pen
hoodie.
today.
I like the hoodie.
I like it. I like
the hoodie.
But let's see. I want to see how good of a salesman you are right now.
Yeah. So it's not hard to sell Sharpie. You know, what's that right there?
What's that? It's not a Sharpie.
It
it is. Damn, it is a Sharpie.
You see what I'm saying? So it's like, man, everybody use it, man.
Boom.
So it's like something that I've used all my life, you know, and, you know, to be able to be a part of it, you know, actually having that connection with Sharpie, you know, it's been great. You know, I get a lot of pins, and obviously as a lefty with the no smear, no smudge with the Sharpie, it's money, you know, big time. So if you don't have one, we got to get you one.
The world discriminates against left-handed people, and it starts in school. Because we smudge and smear with pencil and pen, and they got the desks that are all jacked up, and we got to write
Let's start a lawsuit.
Let's band together.
Yeah.
Let's
just band together.
Yeah, man. But it was great, being a part of that first rookie class and just making my mark. Obviously signing my contracts and stuff with that Sharpie S gel pen. The high performance pen. It's been great. But we got a new rookie class coming in. Second rookie class will be Teteroa McMillan and Ashton Genty. So I look forward to passing the torch to those guys.
Okay.
And me and Rome, I feel like we was holding it down. So
hey,
Pull that thing
I'm
up
big.
and show it to us. I love how
I'm
that
big.
one goes.
My mind didn't go that I always write with this pen. I'm a pen snob, and because it is smooth, I really love it. That's sweet.
That's nice.
it's nice.
That's your one. Oh, that's when you're signing $1 million contracts. That's the right pen. That's the pen you should have.
Yeah,
that fits well.
Exactly.
All right. 3 lefties at a desk. My handwriting's the best out of all of us.
I don't think so.
Well, because you actually.
I'm dead.
I
you
don't
have good
write.
handwriting?
Yeah.
You good have good hair? Oh, well, so wait, hold on. Let me get to a good page.
All right.
It's pretty good either
This
way.
is incredibly
Good page.
It's
scintillating
not bad.
television.
See, look at that. That's pretty
Look
good.
at my
Yeah, that is
handwriting.
hard to read.
Yeah. It is
Here
hard
comes
to
the
read.
Emmy.
Right. Okay, wait. One last thing. All right, on the field this year, right? What was that? Was there a player you saw on the field that, last 3 games where you're just like, man, I can't believe I'm out here with him, or he was better than I thought, or he's bigger? Did anybody just pop out to you?
Um,
Want me to pull up your schedule just to pull up some names here?
I know who it is. I know who we're talking about.
Yeah.
I'll say Bobby Wagner.
Bobby Wagner?
Yeah. Growing up, like the Seahawks, they were balling. Obviously, he did a lot of great things, and he's been in the league for a while. Playing at a high level, for a long time. So whenever I got on the field, I was like, oh man, that's Bobby. I'm looking across and I seen him. I'm like, all right, he blitzing, but
Yeah, he's coming for you.
Yeah, I always saw when he was blitzing.
Right. Did he call any plays out?
I think he's the one that called the defense.
He called, but you're gonna hit some linebackers.
like
you're gonna be
saying
like, they're
calling our
running here,
plays.
and you're gonna be like, oh no,
yeah,
he
nah.
knows. Like, this is crazy.
Yeah, nah.
Hey.
I didn't hear that.
All right, good.
Anybody give you that welcome to the NFL? Like, that I felt that one.
Nah, not yet. Not yet. I don't really take too much big hits.
Yeah, you were
That's
good
the
with
key.
it. You were
That's the
good with
key.
it.
No, you found some wood. He knocked on wood. All right, Michael. We appreciate you coming back this year. Congratulations on all your success. All the best in your first full off season, preseason, regular season, starting quarterback of the Atlanta Falcons. Thanks again, Michael Penix Jr. We hope to talk to you again down the road.
All right, thank you.
Saving the lefties of
Yes,
the world.
sir.
You know it.
All right, buddy.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.